This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the move. That's why you gotta make your own moves.
Ooh, what's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Sock. Checking back. Alright, man, I'm gonna give y'all one of my crazy childhood stories today. Sorry about the echo in the room. Also, I'm gonna touch up on my pool game, man, a little bit. My brother killed me this weekend. I told him next time I'm playing this over with, playing $50 a ball. Or however you said, $50 a game. One of the two. Let me go on and practice though too, man. So, check this out. So growing up, everybody pretty much already know about, my little troubled past. So, true story, y'all. You gotta learn your lesson and change the way you do things in life. Hold on, let me break this real quick. Dang! You know I got. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna edit that out. I ain't gonna edit that out. I'm gonna show y'all that. Alright, let's try it one more time. There we go, baby. See? The ball barely moved. Don't be talking Spanish. I'm not a pool player. I can swim though. I'm gonna do my little childhood story. So, as a juvenile, I used to always, catch UUMBs for driving cars. That was our thing, man. We would get a car, get some keys, and pretty much go wherever we want in town. So it led up to me going to juvenile. And when I went to juvenile, they sentenced me to like 2 months or something like that. I wasn't in there long, maybe even a month. And then boom, they let me back out. Pretty much slap on the wrist. But I didn't learn my lesson. So I would say, within like 3 or 4 days of me being home, I started getting lonely at the house again, wanting to go do my own thing, mama at work, nothing to do, go see some chicks, whatever. And I went with one of my homeboys and we started back doing the UUV thing, taking cars and just going all over Texas with our cars. Basically, we just get them and pretty much think that they are. Well, I didn't learn my lesson. We think as kids we learn our lesson because we're like, okay, boom. Because the reason I got caught the first time was because I would literally take the car and keep it for hell. As long as I can keep it. Basically, I would think the car is mine. And eventually when you get pulled over, the cops tell you, hey, you in a stolen car, you going to jail. So I eventually got caught. Boom, I get home, I'm like, oh, this time I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna keep the car so long. But that wasn't the lesson. The lesson was don't steal cars, kids. So any kids watching this, do not steal cars, none of that stuff, man. That's the lesson that you need to learn. There's consequences behind everything. But like I said, I took it as, okay, I can't keep the car for longer than 6 months, whatever. I gotta just switch cars and bada boom, I'm good. Long story short, 4 days of me being released out of juvenile, I decided to go back taking cars. Hold on, all right, real quick, this shot, purple ball in that hole right there. And if I miss, I'm done with this video. Damn, I told y'all I suck. I told y'all, don't worry about it. We're gonna get it right though. So, what was I at? Okay, so me and a homeboy decided to go get another car. We go get another car, and this is right after juvenile. Like literally, I'm 3-4 days out, and I go get a car the same night. It's like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we ride on I-20. And if you know anything about Texas and I-20, there's a section in Dallas, right there where it's nothing but wooded area. There's a long fence. I forgot, it's like going 20 east, and it's like past Houston School Road, all that. I think kind of going towards Pleasant Road, man. It's nothing but wooded area, Seagoville, stuff like that. And a cop gets behind me he doesn't run his lights or anything. So I'm like, oh, you know, I'm nervous, panicking and shit. Thinking like, oh Lord, I just got out of juvenile. Mama gonna kill me. That's all I can think about. Mama gonna kill me, man. So I'm thinking I'm good because the guy never hits his lights, you feel me? Hold on. Green ball and that hole right there. Or what's the technical term for it? Green strike ball in the middle hole section. Yeah, baby. Yeah, ice water. So, cop get behind me and he doesn't get his lights. So I'm thinking I'm good. I'm still going. I'm like, hey, but he riding like 2-3 cars behind me, and next thing I know, he hit his lights. As soon as he hits his lights, it's like 3 more Dallas cops flying with lights. So me being a juvenile, all I know how to do is run. So I go ahead. I don't know what I was thinking about. I just scared to death, and I'm like, I can't get caught again. I just got out of juvenile. I'm scared to death. Boom! I pull over, and as soon as I pull over, they like kind of bomb rush the car, but I hurry up and hop out too. And my passenger, no mention no name, my passenger stays in the car. So I shoot, I don't have nowhere to run. It's nothing but woods. If I hop over this fence, it's pretty much nothing but wooded areas. So guess what I did, y'all? Hop straight over the fence. Not knowing what I'm gonna land into or anything. So I hop over the fence and the cop is right on my tail, I hit the fence, he grabs it, and he's about to hit it too, but it's pitch dark out here. It's like 12:30 a.m., 1 o'clock in the morning. I jump over the fence, and hell, that was probably the worst decision of my life. I was more scared on the other side of the fence than I was of the cops anymore. I'm hearing coyotes, owls, everything. I'm hearing all kinds of noise. You gotta remember I'm juvenile too. And it's pitch dark. Long story short, adrenaline was pumping, and so I get to moving through the woods. It's a big creek area. But on the other side, there's like a road. And so the cops, they know this because this is their area they work. You know, I don't even know this area. And so they're flying on the other side, and on this side, there's cops. So basically I'm being surrounded, nowhere to go. So I get to the middle of the woods, and all I see is like red laser lights, flashlights for cops looking for me, all kinds of stuff. I'm scared to death, y'all. I lay down in the woods and I hear all kinds of like animals, all kinds of things just creeping up on me, man. Long story short, I ended up getting away that night. They couldn't find me. I stayed hiding for like, I would say till sun came up. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I stayed hiding until about 6:30 in the morning. The cops been left. They left it like after 2 hours of not finding me. They like, let's go get donuts. So I finally get up because I'm scared to death. I can't go back to jail. Mama gonna kill me, everything. So about 6:30, 7 o'clock, the sun starts coming up. And like I mentioned, it was pitch dark. There was nowhere for me to go. I get up, I start walking towards that road where the cops on the other side was at. There wasn't any cops around. I see a bus stop, and I go up to the bus stop, and I ask the bus driver, like, can I get on? You know, he looks at me, he's like, what the hell have you been through? I got mud and these little, what do you call them, sticker bugs. You know those little sticker, I don't know if y'all got them in different states or whatever, but it's like a little brown thing with a bunch of spikes on it. I got those things all over, from in my head, all over my body. I'm hurting everywhere. And he just looks at me like, come on, man. No, I told him I didn't have any money. I hop on the bus and they take me to the bus station, and I'm able to get on the phone and call up to come get me with my sister. I forgot. This happened when I was so long ago, but I called somebody to come get me, and they came and got me. A lot of guys that's in the prison, a lot of guys that go to jail, you have to learn your lesson. You can't be like, okay, boom, if you're selling drugs and you get caught, you can't be like, oh, this is why I got caught, because no, motherfucker, don't do it. Simple as that, don't do it. You can't be like, I didn't get get caught because of this, and this. Just don't do it, man. Crime is not a thing. He got a couple more shots there. We got a couple more shots real quick. And purple ball, middle hole, right now, ASAP. And if I miss it, I'm sending everybody free shirts. All my subscribers, if I miss it. But if I don't miss it, I need everybody to go buy a shirt. TRANZITIONBRAND.com. Go to the website, baby. TRANZITIONBRAND.com. Get your merch. Here we go. Got a lot on the mind right here. Gotta test the lead. I can't miss this shot. If I miss this shot, I'm going out of business. Straight up. Cause I'm a man of my word. Hold on. Ooh, I know it's easy. The ball right from the hole. So what? Go get you a shirt, man. Leave I tell y'all. Go get a shirt. But yeah, that was a quick little story for y'all, man, about my little juvenile history. If there's any kids watching this, please, kids, go to school, do the right thing, man. It is not cool to be out here stealing cars, disobeying your parents, or just anything, you know, rebellious. That's not the life you want, man, because you do the crime, you will do the time. And that was juvenile. If I was an adult during those times, I would have the worst record ever, and I would probably have a lot of time. But until next time, y'all, much love, much respect. It's your boy, Sock, signing off.